so apologise, I just realised my mic was slightly unplugged. But I am back and I'm talking now. So, right. So, I've said so much and yet nothing's come out on the live. I didn't realise my mic was slightly unplugged. Right, so Natu leads the way from Greasy Sam Scotch. 1.6 seconds is already the gap. Half a second to Sharky. Sharky initially got taken out, overtaken by two of the hybrid drivers. But now Nico is moving through the field and Kawazuri down there. But what happened to Bite the Roses, because he was very much involved in that front four, he is now down in 12th position. So there's your race leader, 2.1 seconds. He seems to have this track really dialed in, as does Captain Muffin with the fastest lap of the race with 1:49.0. Greasy Sam Squanch, he's starting to show his pace for High Prix, although that penalty allows Sharky through, and I think he's going to bring Nico into contention. Can Nico make the move as they go into the Parabolica? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, it does. He does it. He makes that move and he makes it stick. Absolutely brilliant move from Nico to get around him into Parabolica. Toto Wolf, not the real one. He's got Kawazuri for company, but he's shown incredible pace. And I'm going to be brutally honest. We've got two divisions here. We've got Division 1 and Division 2 racing together. And don't think that these Division 1 guys are going to disappear off on the distance. Division 2 guys are very, very capable. It's an odd setup, the fact that we've got these two together, but it makes sure that we've got full robbers, and it makes sure that we've got people that have a full racetrack to race against. I'm not going to make comments about how I feel about people not checking, people sorry that's not all. That's a story for another time. But rest assured, it's not just different. It's not one division. We're not moving Division 2 into Division 1 by any stretch of the imagination. This is Division 1 and Division 2 competing in their divisions but on the same racetrack. It's done across many different motorsport genres. There's no reason why we can't do it here. So there's your race leader, still 2 seconds clear. Sharky showing incredible pace. And what you're going to see, you're going to see with the racing mediums, you're going to see the guys chucking out low 50s, maybe high 49s, and then on the softs we could see sub 49 laps right there, which is incredibly quick, even for Monza. Nico up into third. He got round Greasy after he made that mistake. He's up into third place with Greasy now settling back in. We've got two High Prix drivers, Greasy and Kawazuri, running fourth and fifth. Just half a second separation. Division 1, Division 2. Very, very good drivers, even though in different divisions. There is Grama running in sixth place. The French driver joined late into this tournament. Started out in one of the much lower divisions. Was busted up to Division 2. Proved his worth in Division 2 at Daytona and is now here racing among the big boys. Division 1 and Division 2 merged. Toto Wolf, not the real one. He is very, very quick, although makes a mistake, and that allows Colin just to move up into 7th position. Colin is running, he's got the fastest lap of the race so far, with 1:49.6. Kaizan, the highest ranked black flag driver on the track. Big round of applause for Kaizan. He's running in 9th, he's half a second back from Toto Wolf, not the real one, and 5 seconds now. He runs out that top 10, and there he is. He's got a nice big bit of air to be working with. He's got 6 seconds ahead of him. He's got 7.5 seconds behind him. To Bite the Rose, who started so well and looked so quick early on, but had a little error on lap 3, and he's now down in 11th position. 1.3 seconds ahead of the current D2 leader, Rusty Maggots. Very quick, very wily driver, and I tell you what, don't count this guy out, even among a field of Division 1 drivers. Captain Muffin, there he is, he's running in 13th position. He's just went the fastest lap of the race with 1:49.0. And running at the back of the pack, but don't count this guy out, because he's got a game plan. You can't handle the truth, and I'm telling you now, he will be much higher up come the end of this race. There is the current race leader. That 2-second gap has now been cut almost in half by Sharky, down to 1.1 seconds. They head down to this really tricky section at turn 1. It's probably one of the trickiest turns on the racetrack. It's a massive braking zone to get in, and you've got to make sure, you've got to maximise your exit from the second part of the corner. And sometimes to do that, you've got to compromise your entry on the first part to make sure you get the better exit, because the exit is what is key to turn 1 and turn 2, the two chicanes. Your exit is absolute key, because they're both followed by decent sized straights. Not turn 2, it's all 2, but certainly chicane 1. But the 2 at the moment, and Sharky starting to really pull away from the rest of the pack, in quite some way as well. 4.1 seconds now is the gap back to Nico, running in 3rd. And then we've got a bit of a slipstream train going on behind him. It's led by Kawazuri. You've got Kawazuri, you've got Goosey Sam Squanch, you've got Kurama, you've got Colin T24. Well, Colin is no slouch. He's a pretty decent driver, heading down to Ascari now. But let's go on board with Natu, because Natu is the lead driver, and I think we need to have a little on board for this particular track. So, round turn 1, the final turn, Parabolica, we go, and we head towards the start-finish line. And this is where you need to get a great exit out of Parabolica, which is great. Really, you can overtake that there around the outside, as easily as you can around the inside. Head down, and you want to max out your speed down the straight, really to kind of push the engine to its limits. Into turn 1 you go, you clip the apex, keep it down in first gear, flick up to second in this Huracan before you head into this sweet, and it's a kind of right-hander which takes you down to turns 3 and 4, which is the second chicane. Not a lot of turns at Monza, but every single one is absolutely paramount. Into turn 3 you go, again clip the apex, maximise your exit speed, compromise your entry speed, then you head into the new Lesbos. Lesbo 1, Lesmo 2. Dropping the speed down, let it go wide, not too wide, you've got a lot of sound to contend with. This exit speed here, probably more key than anywhere else, because you've got this massive long run now up to Ascari. Sweeps round to the left hand side under this little bridge. I'll tell you what, I haven't looked at many racetracks in this style. You're looking for that little orange mark on your left, on your right hand side, sorry, and that gives you a break point to get turned into Ascari. You power through the rest of the, for want of a better expression, it is essentially a chicane. And Monza is essentially lots of straights with 3 chicanes and a couple of right-handers, and that's it. But every single one is so complex. Round Parabolica you go, hug that inside line, but because the track is so wide, you really can drift right out. I don't know if he's drifting a little bit too far out there, maybe picked up a penalty. That was a little bit wider than you kind of expect to see. It doesn't look like he did though, looks like he got away with that. That is a very, very, very big corner. But that's 1.1 seconds clear. There's Sharky. He's sticking with him. He's not letting him get away in this Lamborghini Huracan. Awesome little car, this Lamborghini. Certainly the GT3 does not. But the GT3 is absolutely brilliant. 4.8 seconds back to Nico. And there's Greasy Sam Squanch having a little problem because he's dropping back. Who's that off the racetrack? That is somebody's off the track. What if I knew it was? Still replays it. Oh, it's Kaizan! Kaizan having a massive problem. I don't know what happened to cause that, but he's off the racetrack, and that's a big drop down the order for him. He does get the car back up and running, but loses places there. And what a place to lose because the cars are at full speed through there. Okay, so we are lap 9, 15 minutes into this race. Remember, we have a pit window which opens 10 minutes before the 1 hour mark, and closes 10 minutes after. that's when you get to change your tyres. It's the only time you get to change your tyres. It's the only time you get to put fuel on board. The rest of the times you're going to go in, it's purely just for repairs. But I can't imagine guys really going in that. 2.6 seconds. Oh, wow, that's a massive. Well, I had the Sharky. Sharky had a penalty. Let's have a look, see if Sharky did have a penalty, because that gap he did, he had a 1 second penalty, which costs so much time. You can see that there. How much time that costs you going through that penalty line, and the gap now 2.9 seconds. Gap back from Sharky to Kawazuri. Kawazuri's got a little bit of a train going on. He's become a bit of a, I suppose you could call him Thomas the Kawazuri engine, because there's him, there's Nico, they're in a bit of a train. Kurama dropped right back there. What happened to Kurama? Because he was pretty much at the back of that. Now dropping back off. He's got Colin in behind him. He's got Greasy, Greasy seems to be struggling a little bit now. He is a D1 driver, and a very, very good D1 driver, but seems to be dropping back through the order at the moment. It's very much the Huckbury started so strongly. And other than Kawazuri, who's still up there in third, we've got Greasy Sam Squanch, who's dropping down to 7th now. We've got Roses down in 11th. So not a great start from the high pre, but I don't know what happened to them. It's not gone too well thus far. It's gone worse for most, it's gone worse for some though. Kaizan dropping way down the order to 13th. I saw him go off the track and had a really bad lap at 2:04.8. Lost some 13 seconds of it. And Detroit as well, not having a great race either. Quite he started to find some consistency, but prior to lap 6, he was a bit erratic. No, Detroit is capable of some very good, very soon. There's your race leader, Sharky. I don't know what happened to Natsu. I don't know if we can see what happened to Natsu, because he was leading his race. But whatever happened went horribly wrong. And Sharky now 3.3 seconds clear. And I'll tell you what happens when Sharky is that much clear. He's a very difficult driver to catch. And the two had an awful lap that last lap. 1:56, he's had a problem. And then that's thrown him right into the mix with Kawazuri and Nico. There's a little three-way battle there now for second place. Sharky off, disappearing into distance. I'm going to have a quick look and just double check again. So that's going to be, I've got a feeling that everybody is running exactly the same strategy. And I think you'll find they are. Everybody is on an identical strategy. So it's not going to be about strategy, it's going to be purely about pace. Absolutely spot on about pace. There's your race leader, 3.2 seconds clear. There's Natsu, and there's that three-way battle. What we're going to do is go on board with. This is the battle at the moment for second. You've got Nico, Kawazuri, and Natsu. And Natsu very wide out of the sky there. That's not part of the racetrack. We'd be very surprised if he didn't pick up a penalty for that. Kawazuri gets a good run on him, but does he get a good enough run to make the move? Through Parabolica they go. The better exit out of here gives you the much better opportunity with the slipstream to make a move before you get to turn 1. You don't want to try and make it into turn 1, you want to get it done before you get in there, and then hopefully you can pull away at that stage. Kawazuri tucked in so closely behind Natsu. Not quite close enough to make the move, and Natsu seems to just have that pace going into turn 1. But look, this is a long race. This is 2 hours. We're 20 minutes into the first hour. We've still got plenty of racing to do. Sit in there behind, save some fuel, save your tyres. The longer you can stay out before the pit window, the better you're going to be towards the end of the race. Let's have a little look further down the order. So back of the pack, there's the truth. He's just coming into turn 1 now. Kaizen off the track is struggling a little bit. Lost a lot of time in lap 9 and lap 10. He's now starting to find that rhythm, that pace again, running in 13th. He's 4.8 seconds behind his countryman, Captain Muffin. He is 3 seconds behind Magic Cook, who is now behind White Roses, going back a position in that top 10. And he's right behind Rusty Maggots. That's not a comfortable place to be if you're Rusty Maggots, knowing you've got Roses, incredibly quick driver. But mistakes aside, which happen, when he starts to find that consistency, starts to find that rhythm, if you've got him behind you, it's a very, very tricky customer to keep behind you. And he's just gone purple. And you have to be a little bit afraid of a driver who's just gone purple when he's in your slipstream, because he's using your slipstream to get those times. It's not going to be long before he makes the overtake. Heading down to Parabolica. This is lap 12. This is the GTC World Cup round number 8 at Monza in the Huracan, brought to you by High Priest Sim Race City and Metropolis. Coming out of Parabolica, it's Rusty Maggots holding off, very briefly holding off. How long can he hold him off? It looks here like By the Road is going to make this move, or is he going to stay tucked in? He's choosing to stay tucked in behind. Now he could have pulled out there and made the move, but I think he's weighing up the options. I think he's weighing up the fact that he was still quite close to the braking zone. He wouldn't necessarily have got that move 100% done. So better bet there, save a bit of fuel, save a bit of your tyre under braking, let Rusty Maggots pull you along for a bit, and then wait for the opportunity. I think that's really, really clever racecraft from Roses. Through Lesmo 1 into Lesmo 2 they go. If he gets a good run here towards Scurry, I think this is where we're going to see him make the move. He's really, really close. I think this is where he's going to make that move. He's in that slipstream. He's closing fast on the back of Rusty Maggots. What can Rusty do to stop him? I mean, in all honesty, not very much. Especially if Rosie decides to make the move. But again, he's not making the move. He's staying in behind. And all this is doing is helping him look after the tyres, look after his fuel. Unless, of course, he was holding off for this move here. That's the thing. You make the overtake too early. No, see, he's not making a move. He is happy. He is very happy to sit in there behind Rusty Maggots. He has got no intention of making this move anytime soon. I think that'll count 3 opportunities he's had to make that, and he's chosen to sit in behind. His game plan is very simple. Look after my fuel all the way. Look after my fuel and spend less time in the pits, and that absolutely matters. So there is Sharky, still in the lead. That lead has closed a little bit, 2.8 seconds. The two started to find the pace again, and he's pulling away a bit of a gap from Kawazuri. Now, let me remind you, Sharky and Natu are Division 1 drivers. Kawazuri is a Division 2 driver, and mixing it with the big boys up there. There is not much separating those two divisions, I can tell you. Nico, 1.2 seconds back. They're starting to just open up a little bit, drop out of slipstream range. It's going to be, and this is one danger with the race at Monza, is it can become almost a sort of procession when the cars kind of open up, no one's in anyone's slipstream, and everyone kind of settles in. Now, the fact that everyone's on the same strategy, and I think they've probably worked out that they're all on the same strategy, that they're kind of just going to wait and hold out. And for everybody, it's going to be about trying to conserve as much of the fuel particularly as they can. Because when they do come in during the pit window, it's going to be somewhere around the end of the pit window, I think we're going to see them all. That they're all going to want to have as much fuel as possible to spend as little time as possible in the pit stop, and hope that that's the point that we get closer to. Now, Kurama, he joined GTC later. He went into one of the lower divisions, but my God, Anyway, Kurama, oh golly gosh, has shown some incredible pace. Listen, he's been very elbowsy. He likes to kind of muscle his way through, sometimes not necessarily legally, but he's got some pace on him, that boy. There's Colin running in 1.5 seconds behind the French driver. Another Aussie there. That's 3 Aussies running in that top 6. He's 8.2 clear of Toto Wolff, who's got a bit of clear air either side, 8.3 ahead and 5.1 behind Rusty Metz. There he is running in 8th position. He's got Bite the Roses still tucked in behind him. Greasy Sam Squad seems to be moving further and further back down the order. It's not going so well for Greasy at the moment. I don't know what the answer is. Is he just not finding the consistency he used to find it? He's certainly got the pace. Maybe that's the thing. Is, you know, one thing I have noticed with racing is that it's all well and good being able to try and have one quick lap, and there are people out there who can see from the but what we don't see is the 15 laps when they're bidding. The key to winning championships and winning races isn't having the power to do that one hot lap. It's the power to put in consistent. I mean, look at Roses now. 49.2, 49.3, 49.2, 49.4, 50.1. But that's what I mean. If you're able to reach your lap time in that kind of consistency over and over and over again. Listen, Kawazuri is fantastic at 48.7, but unless you can maintain that consistency on a regular basis, you're better off doing exactly what Roses is doing and just settling into your rhythm. And if you can do that without making mistakes, that's how you win races, that's how you win championships. That's why Rusty Maggots is at the top of the Division 2 leaderboard. That's why Sharky is at the top of the Division 1, because they put in consistently good laps. Don't make a mistake. That's what racing is all about. But Bite the Rose is very clearly not looking at this stage of the race to make that overtake. He's quite happy to sit in behind and save. Quick look at the back of the pack. The Truth still running back there, 5.1 seconds. He is, I mean, pace-wise, he's very, very consistent. But just a little bit too far back to do anything at the moment. On Kaizan, who made that mistake earlier on, and now really struggling for well, this is the thing. You make one big mistake when you've got people around you that are all a similar pace. It's so difficult to change things. Captain Muffin is ahead of Magic Garden. He's 1.3 ahead of Kaizan. 7 seconds behind Captain Muffin. He is 3.3 seconds behind Breezy, who we saw with Roses. But Kawazuri's the one that stuck it in there. These two, both D1 drivers, struggling a little bit, dropped back. Let's have a look out front. 3.5 seconds. Sharky's opened up that gap again from the 2. We look at those consistent lap times of them, all sitting in the low 49s, low to mid 49s, on a consistent basis, which is absolutely phenomenal lap times. I can tell you now, by the end of this race, we are going to see, I'm going to call it, I think we're going to see a sub 47 lap here at Monza. It's going to take a bit of slipstream to do it, but I think we're going to see a sub 47 lap from one of these drivers before we reach the end of this race. If you are just joining us, this is the GTC World Cup. It's a little bit different. You're thinking, hang on, I think this is Division 2 action. This is Division 1. Yes, you're right. Division 1, Division 2. Not enough drivers signed up for the 2 divisions. That's another conversation. And so to ensure we had a full lobby, Division 1 and Division 2 are racing on the same racetrack. Very different races. Division 2 is racing Division 2. Division 1 is racing Division 1. But we've merged them, in a kind of hybrid race kind of scenario. And so far it's going pretty darn well for Kawazuri. Kawazuri is the lead Division 2 driver. currently running in 3rd position ahead of Colin. So we've got, if I remember rightly, Sharky D1, 3.3 seconds clear of Natu D1. He is 1.2 seconds clear of Kawazuri, the high-pro driver from D2. 5.9 clear of Colin from D2. Karama, recently promoted to Division 2. He's currently running in 5th. Nico is also Division 2, running 1.9 seconds behind Karama. Toto Wolff, he's not the real one, he's 6.1 seconds behind Nico, also Division 2 driver, 2.9 seconds clear of the current Division 2 leader, Rusty Maggots. And he is ahead of D1's Bite the Roses, our glorious host this evening. Now, Roses has had ample opportunity to take 8th position from Rusty Maggots, but has chosen to sit in behind him and take that slipstream and take that the benefit of the additional speed, the benefit of the fuel saving that comes with sitting in behind him on the ground. Sitting so close, he's not pulled out once. Let's have a look. Captain Muffin, I'm sure he's Division 1. I'm sure he's Division 1, but he's 6.7 seconds beyond the barrel and a nice bit of clear air. Behind him is Division 1, Division 1 driver, Greasy Sam Squad, who seems to be struggling with consistency at the moment. He's very quick, Greasy, there's no two ways about it, and always going to be a contender in any race. At the moment, he seems to be struggling to keep that consistency. And behind him is Kaizan for the one, the only, the legends of Black Flag Racing Team. He's currently running in 12th position. No Monkey Man is seen from Black Flag. There is a reason Monkey Man is not been racing for the last few races in GTC. He's having severe technical problems both in his instep and his wheel. And there's a Greasy Sam Squad serving a penalty. Kaizan diving through into 11th. Yeah, so Monkey Man he's having problems with the FFP on his wheel, which is causing him problems. Which is already gets a little bit squirrely. Does keep hold of it, but doesn't get very many times. But Greasy does have a nice little switch. Yes, as I say about Monkey Man, he's definitely good for FFP, so his wheel's not working great. Plus his internet is absolutely awful. It doesn't want to affect other people's races because of poor internet, which we like to call Wi-Fi. So he's not racing in GTC for that reason, technical reasons. There's Greasy down to 13th. Another mistake from Greasy, and Magic Cook comes through up to 12th position. Good solid lap from Magic Cook, and then back in 14th place. Today, everyone seems to be able to handle the truth. But look at the consistency in the laps. Just unfortunately for him, everybody else is just so darn quick today. Very, very fast. There is Sharky. He's 2.8 seconds clear. And at the moment, I can't see, other than the mistake, it's not often you see him make one. We did see him have a crash. I think the last time I saw him make a mistake was at Brands Hatch. When he hit the ball coming into the final sector. And that cost him loads and loads of points. But it's not often you see him make an error. But he's putting in some incredible miles out there in the lead. So the front three are really starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. It's 1.9 separates Natu and Kawazuri. It's 5.6 separates Colin and Kawazuri. Second back to Karama, still getting involved in that. A lot of people, when Karama joined, a lot of people down in that Division 4, complained that he was Division 1 pace and that shouldn't have been. Well, to be fair, see him right now that actually Kawazuri, Colin, Karama, Nico, Toto Wolff, not the real one, Rusty Maggots, are all showing Division 1 pace because they are separating Division 1 drivers, Sharky and the two, from drivers like Roses and the Truth is involved in there as well. And I genuinely don't think that there's many drivers in this lobby now that couldn't compete together for a championship. Well, that's the beauty of GTC. The margins between one division and another are so darn close. There's a little bit clear out there, back to Nico, 3.9 seconds. He's 5.5 ahead of the real one, who is running 2.2 seconds ahead of Russell Nuggets. Bright Rose is still tucked in behind him. Absolutely is. It's almost like they've created human centipede, but of Lamborghini Huracans. It's like Lamborghini Huracan time 2. Still not making a move. And he could. He absolutely could. Look how much he tucks in there. I mean, that is absolutely brilliant racecraft. Must be so frustrating for West Ham. Is this guy ever going to overtake him? Now, what does he do? I mean, there's two schools of thought here. Does Rusty Magnus get this crazy sort of insane, like, how can this guy not pass me? I'm absolutely smashing him. He can't pass me. Or does he realise that he is essentially just creating a big hole in the air for Bright Roses to drive into? Because that's certainly what's happening at the moment. Although, saying that, I can tell you something that despite the fact that Rusty Magnus is punching a hole in the air for Bright Roses, it's not working out for him. So we reach 30 hours, lap 21. Pit window opening in about 12 minutes. And Sharky leads away 3.2 seconds from lap 2. 2.4 back to Kawazuri. He is the lead high-approved driver, not anymore. Where is Natu? Natu! Big mistake. Let's have a look what happened to Natu. So he heads down to Parabolica on the brakes. Gets it many kinds of wrong. Was that? I mean, that's a very odd way to lose it. Was that an equipment failure? And he comes back on track actually, and that's really unsafe release onto track. So the two coming in to repair. He didn't damage Collins. So he looked like an unsafe release, but he didn't damage Collins. But very odd accident. I wonder whether he didn't look like he was clipped. It certainly looked to me like there was plenty of distance, so I don't quite know what happened to the two. So Sharky leads away. It's now 5.9 seconds clear with the two having that error. Kawazuri running in second, and almost the perfect distance between him and Sharky. That promotes everyone up. Kurama up to 4th, Nico up to 5th, Toto Wolff, not the real one, up to 6th. Rusty Magnus up to 7th, Bright Roses is up to 8th. He's dropped off a little bit from the back of Rusty Magnus. I thought he was tucked in there because he wanted to. But I'm actually starting to wonder now if he was just struggling to find a place to get past him. Because it doesn't look to me that he's saved significantly enough fuel. And I do want to thank him actually. I've just noticed in front of his truck. Just noticed this. There's a little Black Flag Racing TV right there. Thank you very much for that, Roses. Yeah, so Roses is, it was half a second behind. Has he struggled to get past him? Is it a case that he hasn't actually been saving fuel? He's just been trying, he's not been able to find a way past him. He's quite had quite enough pace. So, I don't know what happened there to Captain Muffin, but it looks like he had a problem as well. So he was in 9th place. What happened to everybody else? nobody else on the racetrack can do nothing. So the two struggling. He's down in 9th place. Really struggling actually. He had that really bad lap. Looks like he's having another bad lap. It's 15 seconds back to Kaizen. 1.6 back to Match Cook. And he has got the perfect gap. 1.6 back to The Truth. And Greasy in big trouble. I think when he crossed the line here, we're going to see a big loss in time because he's got a lot of damage, a hell of a lot of damage, front and rear. He's running 13 seconds behind The Truth, and that is an absolutely devastating blow for him in terms of his race going forward. And you can see that actually, his lap times have really dropped off. So Greasy not finding the pace that he used to see. 6.4 seconds, that's the gap between Sharky and Kawazuri, who's now up 2 seconds. D1 driver in Sharky, and to be fair, it's in his hands now. All he has to do is keep the car on the road. Remember I told you earlier, everyone's running the same strategy. There's going to be no danger of anyone catching up because they're on faster tyres or he's on slower tyres. Everybody is starting on the same, and everybody's going to finish the same strategy. It's about, I think the big key though is going to be how much fuel you save in this first stint. I can tell you now that everybody is below half a tank. What I can tell you is that some drivers are going to be spending a lot less time in the pits than others. Some have been quite smart with their the way they've looked after the fuel. And that gives them two options. That allows them to A, get in and out of the pits quicker, but it also gives them the option to push much harder in the second half of the race. Now, if they go in when the pit window opens, I don't think we're going to see any of these drivers in much before the sort of tail end of the pit window, which will be somewhere around 30 minutes from now, or 25 minutes from now. I think the ones that have saved the most fuel in this first stint, that haven't pushed the envelope, pushed it too far, they're the ones you're going to see really bringing it in the second half of this race. Now remember, we've got two divisions racing. We've got Division 1 and Division 2. While they're racing each other, they're also racing each other. They're racing, everybody's racing everybody, of course they are. But Division 1 are racing Division 1, Division 2 are racing Division 2. At the moment, Division 2 are really bringing the A game. Because you've got Kawazuri, you've got Colin, you've got Nico, you've got Toto Wolff, not the real one, Rusty Maggots, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. All Division 2 drivers. Division 1, you've got Sharky leading the way. And By the Rose is back in 7th. Separated by all of those Division 2 drivers. It's a disappointing. I said I wasn't going to say what I was going to say. It's really disappointing. And I'll tell you what, it's disappointing for people in all divisions that turn up week in, week out. When you've got these Division 1 drivers that did 2 or 3 races, realised they weren't going to win the championship, and just didn't bother to come back and race. And, you know, it's a slap in the face for the D1 drivers that race week in, week out. It's a slap in the face for the D2 drivers that missed out on week 1. It's a slap in the face for the D5 drivers that turn in week in, week out and racing D4 or D3. For me, I think if you're going to sign up for a tournament, you're going to sign up for a series, you need to be available for a series. Now, I absolutely appreciate things, and sometimes you can't do everything. I mean, you know, I've had situations over the Christmas season where I haven't been able to do it. However, there are people that aren't racing for no other reason than they can't be bothered. And that's the honest truth of it. And for me, that these you know, I don't think that these people realise just how much work goes into behind the scenes that Venom and Chris and all the guys involved with RWB, GTC and Hypery and everybody puts into this. Look, I rock up on a Saturday, I spend a couple of hours broadcast, but essentially I rock up on a Saturday and I talk rubbish for 2 hours. And even I get peed off when people call me bother to say that. I can't imagine how soul-destroying it must be for everybody that probably can't see the GTC to see people sign up and just not bother to race. It's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. If any of you are watching that didn't bother to sign up, you should be ashamed of yourself because you're wasting people's time because you can't be bothered, and that's not right. Everybody, nobody's earning any money for this. Nobody's doing, you know, we're not sitting there counting our money and whacking it through a counting machine. So we're doing this for the love of what we do. So have a bit of respect. Have a bit of self-respect as well, and stick a tournament out even if you're not winning. Because that's the big thing. If you only play because you're winning, then that's really, really serious. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Right, Kawazuri. Absolute sterling job, Kawazuri. Very, very hot driver. First saw him in the Porsche Cup, and he absolutely set the world on fire. Has since joined High Prix and been bringing the pain week in, week out. 7 seconds behind Sharky, 4.3 ahead of Colin. That gap now 8.4 seconds. The top 3 really spread out. Nico's 2.9 ahead of not the real one, who is 3.8 ahead of the D2 leader, Rusty Magazine. Look at this, Captain Muffin is going for the 2-place switcheroo. He makes the move on Roses, who's been sat in there behind Rusty Magazine this entire race. So there we go. So that's Captain Muffin moving up into 7th place. Watch that move again. He's the fastest man on the racetrack as well. He comes past part of the roads there. It looked to me like he was going to try and take both at the same time. Didn't quite get that done, but he's now up into 7th. And that's the only part of the racetrack where we've got people racing side by side. Captain Muffin with 48.6, the fastest lap race, which he did on lap 25. Currently ahead now. He's made it. He's actually got ahead of us. So he was already ahead by turn 1. So he is absolutely on a massive charge. He made the move on Roses. He's made the move on Rusty Magazine. He's up into 6th. His next target is not the real one. Up in 5th place, 3.4 seconds up the road. But I'll tell you what an absolutely phenomenal pace he's shown. He's actually showing better pace at the moment, lap on lap, than Sharky, who's 6.6 seconds out in the lead. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to the pace after the pit win, I would be afraid, very afraid of what Captain Muffin is doing to Monza. I missed that question, Ben. I literally just seen the question. I actually haven't counted my. So By the Roses has now made that move on Rusty Maggots. Can we see how he got that move done? As he finally decided to make that move past him. Well, he's tucked in the slipstream there. He's been in that position for so long, and this time he does make the move into the Parabolica and up into 7th place. So By the Roses starting to make that move forward. Does he feel that he doesn't want to see Captain Muffin disappear? Captain Muffin's got 4 seconds clear of those two. And Natu is in the pits. The pit window is now just open. And he's dived in, almost didn't even have time to tell people it was open before he's dived in to switch out the tyres and switch out the fuel. Early stop for him. Early stop as well for the Truth. I actually thought these guys were going to stay out a bit longer, but clearly they want to get tyres changed. Sharky staying out, Kawazuri staying out, 6.4 seconds. Separates those two, 5.1 separating Kawazuri. Kelly, 8.7 separating Nico. He's got a half-second penalty, so that gap is going to be immediately bigger as he heads down after coming Not the real one, it's up to 5th place. Holding firm in 5th place. Sharky into the pits. So I stand corrected. Naturally, they're not hanging out. So they're diving in nice and early. Colin, he's in. Nico, is he going in as well? Round the parabolic he goes. Does he stay right or does he stay on the racetrack? And Nico staying out as Toto Wolff, not the real one. He dives in. Nico's going to take the lead of this race. He's on a very different game plan. They're all on the same strategy, but different interpretations of it. Rose is in. Kaizan, he is coming around now, just coming early. Actually, so I called the strategy totally wrong. I thought these guys would just stay out longer, but it turns out they want to get in and done and back out as quickly as possible. We could be closing this pit window long before we expected. So Rusty Maggots has stayed on the racetrack. The Truth. Bear in mind that they're battling for the championship. That's a blind back there in 12th. See this championship rival. 1 lap ahead of him. There's Natu, who led this race early on, had a few errors, made a few mistakes. He's now pit. He's back out in 11th place. The Truth, he's also pit, which is important. Chris Squatch is also pit. Who hasn't pit yet? Magic Cook's in. Toto Wolff, not the real one. He's in. Captain Muffet in. Colin in. Bite the Roses in. Bite the Roses has been in there for some time. Quite some time. I'm a little bit concerned about Bite the Roses because he's been in there for quite some time. So Nico leads the way. Does he come into the pits this time around? 6.7 seconds he leads from Rusty Maggots. He's got the pit to go though. Does come in. What about Rusty Maggots? Does he stay out? He does. Rusty Maggots stays out. Kaizan also stays out. Interesting strategy for these guys. So these guys have gone for a different approach to this race than the others who decided that coming in is the best way forward. Kawazuri running in 4th. He has pits and he's back out on the racetrack now. I've got to say, he's jumped Sharky in that pit strategy. Sharky is massively overfueled. Massively overfueled for this race. I'm not going to tell you how much fuel he's put in, but I can tell you now that he's put in a lot more than to get to the end. Colin also. It's strange. So Colin, Toto Wolff, not the real one, Captain Muffin, they've all chosen to put an awful lot of fuel in the car. Roses has done that as well. Now, it does concern me because I saw how much fuel was used in the first stint. And I've seen how much they put in this pit stop, and you have to wonder how much fuel saving they use. And that is Bite the Roses making a move on Captain Muffin up to 8th place. Is this where the big charges? Were they really holding back that much in the first stint? I don't think they were, but clearly there's a reason why I'm a commentator on these guys are racing in Division 1, because for me, I think they all got far too much fuel on board, but a lot of them seem to have gone for that strategy. Kaizan now in the pits. Rusty Maggots is staying out for another lap. How much does this harm Rusty Maggots? Because he could come in now as they come round the parabolica. Because he's stayed out a long time in comparison to everybody else. He's staying out again still. The window's open for, of course, another 15 minutes to go. But the fact that most of the drivers have, even to think I'm not doing, there is Kaizan coming out. He is running in 11th place. So he was up there with Rusty Maggots, but it took an absolute age on it. So Rusty Maggots in the lead, Kawazuri in 2nd. Rusty Maggots has not yet pit. Kawazuri has. He's ahead of Sharky by 9.4 seconds. Massive jump in that pit window. Absolutely fabulous jump. track position and time. Colin is in 4th position. He's 19 seconds behind Sharky. He has pits. In fact, everybody now has pit bar Rusty Maggotts. So Wolf's not the real one. He's in 5th place, 1.6 seconds back, trying to chase down Colin. 2:24. Sorry, excuse me for 1 moment. As I was saying, not the real one. There he is running in 5th place. There's Nico. Massive contingent of Australians in this lobby this evening. 2.1 seconds behind not the real one. 8.9 ahead of Bite Roses, who seems to have come alive since the pit window. He was stuck behind Rusty Maggotts for so long, not making the move. We thought he was absolutely... Well, it's clear he was capable of making the move because since the pit window, it's all changed. Now, I still think we're going to see a sub 1:47 lap at some stage between now and the end of the race. We're just coming up to the halfway point. The pit window will remain open for about 12 more minutes. And that's when Rusty Maggotts, that's the time Rusty Maggotts has left to go in. But he still leads. 47 seconds. He's tucked in behind Kaizan, who's running in 11th place, which is going to give him a nice bit of slipstream. Will it help him create a bit of a gap? Because what he needs to do now is he needs to make that 44.6 second gap as big as possible before he goes into the pits, because Kawazuri will take the lead of this race. It's all about where Rusty Maggotts can come back out after the pits. He doesn't want to be too far down the order. He doesn't want to give himself too much work to do, because he's going to come out on cold tyres. Everyone around him will have a chance to warm up their tyres, get back in their rhythm. So he's going to have to hope he can open up a big enough gap that he's still in and amongst the Kawazuri, Sharky, Colin, not the real one, kind of top 5. Very long pit stop here though, which is probably why he's avoiding it. We'll do a full rundown once everyone's been in, of course. So Kaizan running in 11th place. There he is, just ahead of Rusty Maggotts in the black flag liveried car. He's done his fastest lap of the race since he's come back out. And you can see there just how devastatingly long a proper pit stop is here. 3 minutes. It's a minute and 10 seconds over the lap time. So you do your standard lap of your 140, whatever it is, or your 150, and then you've got another minute and a bit stuck in the pits, putting on tyres and doing fuel. To me, I admire the realism from this game in terms of some of the handling, in terms of the graphics is amazing, but why, PD, do you have cars spending quite so long in the pits? It just doesn't make any cotton picking sense at all to have a car sitting in the pits for a minute when the pit lane doesn't take you that long to get there. If you look at somewhere like Laguna Seca, you enter the pits and it's a full 20 seconds before you see the car. And yet when you enter the pits, you can see the pit box. It's right there. So I don't understand it. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I don't know what it is. But it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. But it is what it is. So Rusty Maggotts comes round. Does he come in the pits this time? How long is he intending on staying out? The answer to that question is another lap. He's not coming in anytime soon. He's got 10 minutes. It's entirely down to him when he chooses to do that. He's got 10 minutes left of the pit window being open before that firmly shuts, and it's just full on racing until the end. So at the moment, there's your de facto race leader, Kawazuri of High Prix. He is 2 seconds clear of Sharky. Jumped him in the pits. Now, bear in mind that this is a really good demonstration. I said that Division 1 and Division 2 are quite similar in pace, but this is what separates the top of Division 1 from the top of Division 2, is that when they came out the pits, Kawazuri was 9 seconds clear of Sharky. The gap is now 1.3 seconds, and Kawazuri hasn't really put a foot wrong in terms of his own. The pace on Sharky is just absolutely phenomenal. He's done a 1:48.4. I'm still going to insist there's a 47 in there. I've seen it done in this class with these settings, so I know it can be done. Whether it happens, and that is devastating for Natu. We have lost Natu from this race. Was it a disconnection, or was it something more sinister, like a rage quit? I'm not suggesting that's the case. I'm just asking a question. But he's left the room. That is horrible. I hate it when it happens. Rusty Maggots finally decides it's time to come in, and he will be the last driver to come into the pit stops. So Sharky's made the move on Kawazuri. How easy is that move to make? You can see here. It's Sharky's got that job done. I thought it was going to be a little bit later, and very, very wide there from Kawazuri. Is that going to be a penalty getting picked up? Why are you insane? Kawazuri behind Sharky now. So does Sharky just go off and take the win here? Because at the moment he's an absolute lap after lap after lap. Consistent. And now he's got free air. Does this just allow Sharky to disappear? Is Sharky about to run away with his championship here on round 2 round following this race? I'll tell you what, with one coming up, Sharky's going to hold. It's going to be in moment. This is what it's all about. It's all about Park. It's all about Monza. And Sharky leads by 2.4 seconds of Kawazuri. It's 21 seconds back to Colin in front. These two, Kawazuri and Sharky, just disappeared. There's Colin running in third. It's 1.6 seconds back to Colin. He's having a good race. 2.5 ahead of Lupo. 6.32, but the Roses. He's up into 6th place now, really starting to show his pace. But Captain Muffin, who's been really, really quick today, and just put in the fastest lap of the race, as if to demonstrate his power, absolutely on it, like a car bonnet. Side by side with Roses, makes that move up into 6th place. Thank you very much. Good night, Sienna. However, Roses now with that slipstream. Can he get a move back on Captain Muffin? Or does he have to resign himself? He's super good. Have you seen the Muffin man? The Muffin man! The truth is fought his way from the back of the pack up into he's 21 seconds behind Rusty Maggots. Rusty Maggots left so long. How far back from the from going into this thing is really else was. They want to put him nice and early. He left it right until good evening, crew. How are you? Yeah, he's been a really good race actually. They spread out a little bit. It's got a little bit kind of procession. For the most part, I think it's been a good But the truth is starting to make some moves. And he close up on Rusty Mallets. Bear in mind, these two are battling out for the DT Championship. They are trading blows for wins, and they're trading blows for points. So the truth really wants to close up on Rusty Mallets. Close them until he wants to get ahead. Behind him, it's Black Flag's very own Australian sensation, Kaizan. Tyler is 2 seconds and 15 seconds clear of Magic Cook, who is 11 ahead of Chris Squad, who's having an absolute nightmare. Pace-wise though, this is the irony. So his first stint really struggled, made mistakes, a lot of errors, but in terms of out-and-out pace, his pace is very similar to that of Sharky. Now in the lead of this race at the moment. There's not much difference to separate them in terms of recent laps. I'm certainly now they're on the tyres are on now, right? I don't think I'm giving anything away to say that they're all starting on mediums, they're now all on softs. It's not really giving it away if they're all on the same strategy, is it? Yeah, so his pace is very important to that. Problem is, he's 1 minute 28 seconds. He's got 11 seconds left on the match. Look, will he catch him? I don't know if he's taking him for that long to do it. The pace is so similar between them. There's your racing. He's only 8 seconds clear. He's going to take a disconnection or some crazy active god or Bob standard crash to change this for Sharky as he puts in the fastest lap of the race with 1:48.2. We're on lap 37 of what I think will be around 6. We're at Monza in the Lamborghini Huracan GTC-1&2. You're looking at this lobby, you're thinking, why have we got Division 1 drivers racing with Division 2 drivers? I'll tell you why. It's because not enough people signed up for the 2 divisions, because some people enter competitions to racing or not prepared to race in if they can't. So what we've done is we've merged 2 lobbies, we've merged Division 1 and Division 2. They're still racing in their own divisions, but they're doing it together on the same racetrack. And that's another fastest lap from Sharky with a 1:48.1. 9 seconds clear of the Division 2 driver Kawazuri from lap 3. He is now 16 seconds. Colin's no slouch. Don't let that 16 seconds fool you into thinking Colin's slow. He's absolutely not. He's got some great pace this season. But right now, 16 seconds. He's got Toto Wolff, not the Wolff, 1.6. Trying to find a way to Toto 3. Nico running in 5th, 3.8 seconds back. He's got 10 seconds on Rusty Maggots, who him by the road. Look at this battle. This is a massive battle between Captain Muffin, Rusty Maggots, and Bright Roses that has been going on pretty much since lap 20 on and off. Certainly Rusty Maggots and Bright Roses have been occupying the same part of tarmac for the better part of this race. But now Captain Muffin's getting involved there, and it is America versus the United Kingdom versus Australia, all battling it out, all on the same bit of tarmac, and the team is so close and so respectful as well. That's the one thing about it, there's so much respect between the 2 players. There's no quarter given, there's respect given, but no space. They absolutely want to win the better racetrack and everything. They won't now. By the race now, they're back in the pack of 3. Rusty Maggot pulling them along, all about the slipstream here. It looks like the one that's going to benefit most is going to be by the road. You've got 2 cars punching a big hole. Oh, a little bit squirrely there. That's going to cause them a problem. And actually, that's going to put them out on the slipstream. So now, it's not about by the road. It's about Muffin and the running to get a Rusty Maggot out of Parabolica. And here we go. Good run here. And we could see a move before we get into turn 1. Penalty. The That's a good run there, heading down towards turn 1. And Rusty Maggot's pulling immediately away to one side to try and stop getting all of that air resistance taken away from them. Into turn 1 they go, they're both, oh, so close under braking, but very expertly done by both drivers. You can tell when they turn. There's that out front is 12.7 seconds. Right, Sharky leads away 13.7 seconds. He's just putting at 1:47.90. He has got sub 48. I thought he was doing sub 47. I'm still convinced there might be. I reckon he can find the second in pace, the way he's driving at the moment. It is turning into a bit of a procession other than this. This is really the only battle of the racetrack. It's not really a battle. That's a penalty there for Captain Muffin. That changes things a little bit because it does allow those to some of that slippery from see the moment. You see the gap there is just over 2 seconds. Rusty Maggots leads that. It's the only real on the racetrack. But see here, when the penalty gets served, not good, it's that square. Not going to benefit from the time. Into Ascari we go. Oh no, great, nice and hard, get it turned in. Cross those curves, avoid the sausages. Avoid all of those sausages. Here we go, watch this. See how quickly coming down to Parabolica. The mistake he made earlier coming out of the left nose just prevented him from making a move. But if he can get a good run here, so right, pit window is firm. Done. So pit window is firmly shut. Anyway, Ryan Rose is making that move on Captain Muffin, or trying to make it. A little bit further up the racetrack. That's Nico, he's 6.1 seconds. He is 2 The gap between Sharp and Calvary is getting bigger. The gap between Calvary and holding firm. Potential for his last 2 laps. Colin's last 2 laps. Back of the pack. Yeah. Lost. 2 in this race. Magic Cook running in 12th. He is 4.6. Despite having front line pace, left place is 24 seconds. Izan, who is the frighteners on the truth. He is 9/10 behind the truth. Can he handle him? We'll soon find out. The truth really wanted to mix it up with the thing is, he needs to be ahead of us. Up. And unless he close the gap, we've had the drop rounds now, remember, that's sorted out for the boys. So now we know where everyone's staying. There is Dodge. Solid in those to low 49s. Roses still kind of in that battle with Russell Magnussen. I say in battles with Russell Magnussen has distanced himself from he's quite happy to leave Roses. He intends to try and close that gap on running. As Toto will close the gap on Chloe, the Aussies are running through it. It's like someone who's Aussies and other nationals right now. Because we've got Aussie, Brit, Aussie, Japanese, Aussie, American, Aussie, Brit, Canadian, Aussie, Canadian, American. So the Aussies kind of separating everyone. It's almost like they're standing going, come on down. Where's the on-track miles? Come on, where are these on-track miles for this lobby? That's the only one we're really looking at, which is Moses Cheese. He's within that 1 second window, which should. You've seen him make an overtake before. Has he got another opportunity to do it? In fact, it doesn't look like anybody really. It looks now like everybody's kind of found this. Everyone's got their little niche on the way to the back of the rest of this race. Trying to but there is 40 minutes left. Sharky's going to go sub 147 when his car finally he's at 147.6 is his fastest lap. I reckon there's still some more time in it. Kawazuri 23 seconds. It's quite comfortable for Kawazuri and really good for him in terms of points and too, because look, I think he's designed himself to the fact that he's not going to catch Sharky. Sharky's just super quick. So all he's got to do is maintain that 6.5 second gap. Not allow Colin to close that gap down. He knows that the current DT will be back in 6th place. That's another set. But when you put most of that on the line for the challenge, and we'll have a quick look at the current looking current D1 very the two disconnected from this race early, that is going to allow Sharky to open up a massive gap. Greasy currently running in third. He is way down the order. Jakey's not racing though, Ando's not racing, Frog's not racing, Polo not racing. Captain Muffin in 8th in the championship is racing, but he's back in 7th. So what this has done, this has given Sharky a massive, massive boost at the front of the pack in G1. But I think actually the biggest impact of this race here is going to be in D2. This is after what round. So Rusty, I said Rusty Maggis has been the championship number 1, but he is the true top rounds. It's actually the truth. The truth is back, further back that race. Kawazuri is on 69 points in third, a little bit out of the order, but because he's scoring so many more points than both Rusty Maggots and particularly the truth, that gap is going to close down. Kaizan from Black Flag, he's racing today as well, but he's 10th place behind the truth. So not going to make any inroads into that top 3. We've got no Joey Cologne today. We have Karama in 8th place. Monkey Man not racing, no reasons for that. Lockie Rex not racing. Nico back in 13th place. Just going to Checky actually surprises me because Checky in the first race absolutely dominated. And then really hasn't shown since then. So, had a little look through the league tables. Moving swiftly on, this Magic Cook 8.8 seconds behind Greasy. Pace-wise, it's super quick. Kaizan running in 10th, he's taking 2 behind. Truth 16 seconds behind. Roses is 10 seconds behind Rusty Maggis now, who is now battling with Captain Muffin. Captain Muffin, this is the flip between Roses and Maggis for a fight. At the moment, in his fight for the D2 championship, which is firmly with he's winning that battle. He's ahead of one position essentially. And because they're racing, I'm not sure how it's going to work for the points. I'm assuming that the points they get are going to be based on taking the equation. And then they're going to I could be wrong. Particularly while they're backing Nico's made a mistake. That's a big mistake because he's got the truth now closing. Can you see that? So, I'll tell you what. Bible. Okay. Almost up to the 3 it's Sharky leading away by 30 seconds from Kawasuri. Colin has closed that gap on Kawasuri to 1.3 seconds. Toto Wolff, not the real one, has closed the gap on Colin to under 1 second. So we now have a bit of a battle. Whereas we had a nice big chunky gap, we've now got a bit of a battle between second and the race. And all three of those drivers who were funky coming into this race, we would have thought that the drivers battling out for second in a division, essentially a division 1 rubber. Kawasuri leads from Colin, leads from Toto Wolff, but Colin's closed that gap once again. He's actually making a good run. Kawasuri does seem to get and I think the only person I've seen faster than that when it hasn't been as sharp and fast as that before. So he's been demonstrating just how close. There's Toto Wolff, he's still through. And they are 16 seconds clear. Anyway, so Toto Wolff got the run here now. Both Kawasuri and Colin Colin having a little look. And I tell you what, that's a really clever move from Toto Wolff. He's hoping that actually Colin makes that move to follow him through. Kawasuri, great work. Very, very close there actually to Colin catching Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff, he's going to make the move on Colin. He's got the slipstream from Kawasuri, putting him along, and that's going to put him ahead of Colin as they come out. So very, very smart move from him to get into that position. And he's sneaking the slipstream to allow for if you stay in the slipstream, you're breaking the so he was quite smart though when Kawasuri to stay out of the slipstream, just so he didn't carry that into the corner, having to break and stay in there is Colin running. He's not giving us back, but it's also but the gap to Rusty Maggers is so close. He's Rusty Maggers making the last inch, last half-hour charge towards the top 3. Does Toto Wolff have a good run on Kawasuri? Kawasuri made one overtake. Can he make another one here and get himself onto the second step of the podium? He's certainly eyeing up. He's certainly eyeing up those points. And that would be devastating. It would be a blow to Kawasuri's sights on the championship, particularly with scoring many points more than change the back. No, there is magic still around as well. Well, Nico is crawling all over the back of the GTC-1 punch. Is there any way through? Is there an opening? I mean, the grease has been quick. We can see there that Nico big off facing sideways. Does he make the move? I know the answer to that question is absolutely yes. I've seen Lucy race there's Nico looking to make a move. Lucy holding the inside line though. He's not going to give that up anytime soon. Into the first chicane they go. Nico looking for a switcheroo. Doesn't pull it off, just stays Kaizen, not bothered by those cars behind him as he stays there. He's 12.5 behind the truth. He is 19 behind Roses. He's now 7.6 seconds. He hasn't been able to make the Kawasuri has lost some places. We're watching the battle going on behind, and Kawasuri has lost 2 places. He's now down in 4th. Both Colin and Toto Wolff got the wrong one. The question is, can Toto Wolff now pull away from Colin and start making a little bit of inroads? Now, I'm not suggesting for any moment that he's going to make any significant chunk into that 37 seconds. Sharky's been an alien today, absolutely devastating. It's kind of like Italy from down lower. That's how far it's gone. Just devastating. We've lost 1 drive from race now 2. Showed early promise, early pace. Made a couple of errors. Ended up way down there. No more than 2 down. There he is. Not more 1. Kawasuri sticking in behind the low. This is where Kawasuri makes the move. Kawasuri back into the top. That's where the battle is. That's what this battle is for. And it looks like not the real lap 52 and 25 in this race in Monza. This is the GTC World Cup. Round number 5. We're at Monza in this is a combined lobby. I think we've done the same with we've done a mergy kind of thing. So we've got 2 races left in we're at Monza in the got Grand Valley Highway next. Incredibly difficult road. It's got some very Kawasuri up the inside, has to back off. Collins got that inside. We've done that time and he's sticking with it. Yeah, so Grand Valley is a difficult track to overtake. It's got some very odd track limits there. The track, the roads are a lot wider than the track. So it's going to be a lot of penalties. But it's in the Alpha Romeo 155. Absolutely love it. In any racing game ever. I know. I think but I could generally Kawasuri finally into Ascari, makes that move on Colin, gets it done, makes it stick. Can he stay ahead though on the run down to the parabolica? And it looks to me like he's got such a good run for us that he's opening up the gap. As they came out, started hitting the at the end of anyway, moving swiftly on. So it is Grand Valley next week. Week after is Suzuka in our first 2018. What a race that's going to be. I'm not a big fan of Suzuka as a racetrack to drive, but I love the opportunity. It's a great racetrack. It's such a difficult, ever-evolving racetrack. For me, it's 3 different tracks. Then you've got the kind of big braking zone to sector 2, and then you've got the kind of fast gears kind of run of sector 3 down to the and then you do it all over again. It is one of the only football racetracks in the world. So that's going to be. And there's a few divisions still to be decided when we get there. Yeah, Cobb, let's have a look at how the Aussies are Sharky and Kawasuri. So Sharky is in the lead of the races, 30 points. He's got Tesla Wolf, got the real one in second, who has made his way around Kawasuri and got worked by 3.1. Rusty Maggots vying for the Division 2 title at the moment. Just then another Australian, of course, is Captain Muffin. 1.4 seconds back. It's 11.82. Leading Division 2 right now. The Truth. You can't handle the truth. You're damn right. You can't handle the truth. He's 19 seconds. Roses is 14.5 seconds ahead of Nico. Yet another solid Australian driver. He's 3 seconds ahead of Black Flag. He is Magic Kubu. We are on lap 55. 55 if you're Sharky, 54 if you're Magic Duke. It's all looking very, very racy out there. Some super from Sharky. I said I thought it was going to go sub 47. I'm not entirely convinced. somebody else needs to make that. And it's always a gamble. If you're pushing super hard, you're gambling. You're gambling with track position. Sharky doesn't want nor need to gamble with track positions. He's got that side of the ball. If Colin, who is the only other one on the racetrack when he's showing making fastest laps, should he put fastest lap in or anybody else, then Sharky will make a judgment to maintain that. I did very well in that so Sharky. But it is Division 1, Division 2, Division 1 for Black Roses, Division 2 for Division 2 for Nico, Division 1 for Greasy and Sam and Squatch, Division 2 for Isaac, Division 2 for Magic. So Division 2 drivers really bringing it to the Division 1 run. If you're tuning in, just expecting the start of Division 2 to length the goal, because Division 2 started an hour earlier to coincide with the I think this is in fact, I think that at this stage, anyone that doesn't show up for 2 minutes without whether it's a recognised one or is a turn up the 39 seconds. Sharky leads from Toto World 1. He's opened back to Colin off 3.7. And I just So, How's running in 4th place. Colin not only got ahead of him, but was really up. They've found the He's 3.2 ahead of him. Pace-wise, very similar actually. Although Kawazuri had an awful last lap, which was very well. Captain Muffin behind hasn't got his fastest lap of the sun time, but he is looking pretty similar to the rest of the so where are we now? Awaiting a mistake, an error before we see some sort of change. This empty car is spread right out. there's your race leader tucked in behind Kaizen. So, or is it just going to stay tucked in? Kaizen. Oh, and he left it. I think the better bet would have been both inside 1-2. Just a little bit later. As we move into the final 10 minutes of this race. Especially when I come from serious races where last lane. Kawasuri is 5.8 behind Colin. It's 2.7 to Raskin Nuggets. He's 2.6 of the Muffin Man. Have you seen the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. There he is. He's 18.8 seconds clear of Bite the Roses. Contrary to his advice, don't do it because they've got thorns on them and they'll tear them apart. So do not bite any roses. Give them to girls. Girls love them. The Truth 15.7 ahead, 16.1 behind to another Canadian rider. 8th and 9th. 9th being Greasy Sam Squanch. He is a Division 1 driver. He's about to be lapped actually. But he's not far off being lapped by the current race leader Sharky. Now, we're actually very similar in pace, but Greasy's not had great consistency. That has allowed Cosmo through. That's about first and third. That's allowed Sharky to get closer to the potential for the end of this race. I think if I were Sharky, I'd be a little bit upset with my thoughts. 4.1 seconds, 52 seconds. Back to NWR. Never right. Roses. Kaizen, he is in there behind Nico, trying to find a way through, trying to fight his way back into that top 10. 7.5 seconds is the gap back to Magic. Race leader with 8 minutes remaining is Sharky. 8 is 38.5 seconds of any not the real one. There he is. He is now 7.2. Open with the gap actually. Once he got past Kawasuri and Colin, he just started opening up that gap into second place. And again, as I said, something like Kawasuri when he was running second, Colin when he was running second, is that they know Sharky is a new one. And they know that Sharky is 38 seconds, but you're not going to catch him. And it would be batshit crazy to be trying to push hard enough to close that gap on first. When your race is not with him anymore, particularly as a BT driver, your race is not with Sharky. Your race is with the other BT drivers. In this case, it's Toto Wolff, Collins, Kawasuri, Justin Alex. It's the Truth Serum. They're the guys that race. Sharky is devastating his opponents. His closest rival is 55 seconds behind. 55 seconds behind. They're in an identical car with identical settings and an identical racetrack. His pace wouldn't suggest that. His pace is incredibly regular. The worst lap in there is a 49.2. Between a 49.2 and a 48.4. Shabby. It's not shabby. It's small. Tall at all. Back of the pack, still making good. Ozan. 2.2 seconds behind Nico. He's 4.8 behind the two Canadian drivers. Chris you can't handle the truth. Yes, you can. Well, the truth is, you are one of the two. But there's roses everywhere. He's running in seconds 25. He's running in sixth place. Rusty Maggots is 2.3 seconds up the road. Just 5 minutes remain of this race here at Monza, and so we're looking at 3 more laps of lap 63. Done. That's 66 on there's Rusty Maggot vying for or vying to close the gap in Division 2. The current D1 leader, of course, is Sharp. Kawasuri is this is where Rusty Maggots closes down on Kawasuri. Kawasuri was looking so racy early on, but lost a bit of time to Toto Wolff. Lost a bit of position as well to Colin. He's now dropping potentially into the loving arms of Kawasuri. That'd be a devastating blow for Kawasuri because he's been running so well in this race. When the other high-crew drivers, Lucy and Roses, fell away from this front-end battle, he stayed in there, repping the high-crew, putting the pace in. But now he's going to be under significant pressure from a very, very racy towards the end of this Rusty Maggots. They come through to complete lap 63. There for them, there's 2 laps remaining. They start lap 64. For them, it'll be lap 65. They head down to turn 1. Rusty Maggots well in there now. Kawasuri defending the sideline. Rusty Maggots looking for the switcheroo, maybe. Stays tucked in behind. Both away clean. Nobody died off. They head down to next. Is there an opportunity? Now, you know, Rusty Maggots is going to follow Kawasuri around. There's no opportunity with slipstream between now and the end of the last 65. Does he look at one of these chicanes or one of the lesbians as a way of a speculative dive up the inside in the hope that he can get place? It's not too far back to Captain Muffin. You can see him in that shot. It's 2 seconds back. But it wouldn't be easy at this stage to close up 2 seconds out. Just put a couple of decent points. Could this be a 3-way battle? Who knows? Who knows? You say. Anyone that's anyway, 39 seconds clear, lap 65. This is the penultimate lap for Sharky. I think everybody else is going to be done. It's lap 65. 65. So Sharky gets one extra lap over everybody. But that, I mean, does he need to? You know, if I'm Sharky, do you need to do lap 66? You've got 38 seconds on the driver. You know, you can do the math right now, and you know that driver's not making the next lap. So do you just wait by the line and then trip across the time? No, it's racing up second, 34 and lose that. It's not that. Or does he go for it? Because he can. There's no other reason. So here we go. This is the end of lap 65 for Sharky. He will go on and take one more lap. Let's look at the rest of the finishers because he's going on one more lap. Toto Wolff is going to come home in second. He's not the real one, but he's real good today. He's the leader for Division 2, guys. Heads down to Parabolica for the last time in this race here. GT Champions Division 1 and 2 racing together. Round number 8 here at Monza. Round Parabolica he comes for the last time. Head down, foot down to the line. Toto Wolff takes the D2 win here in Monza. Colin takes the D2 second, third on the racetrack, the D2 second for Colin, and D1 second for Captain Muffin, D2 third for Kawazuri, fifth on the racetrack here. Rusty Maggots will take D2 fourth. Bite the Roses will be D1 third. Keep it up, might get this right. Don't want to miss shot. Here comes the truth from D2 for him. Greasy Sam Squanch for D1. That's fourth. Sharky. Oh! Sharky spins on the final lap. He's doing donuts. Sharky is donutting his way around. He knows he's won this race because the race is well and truly over. What is he doing though? Did he really need to do that? Did he make a mistake or he was just showboating? No, he's showboating. Absolutely showboating all day long. He's got this race. He's going to trickle home. He's got no fuel left, but he'll trickle home if the timer lasts long. He will come home, he will take the win here with no fuel left in the tank, but his dignity is still very much intact. There's no shame in trickling home with no fuel when everybody else finished a lap behind you. You have been so utterly devastated today. Once he took the lead of this race, never ever looked like losing. He's been on fire today. It's super good. Through he comes, trickling towards the line here at Monza. Sharky will take the P1 and all the accolades come along with it. Congratulations to you, Sharky, as you cross the line with zero fuel and all of your dignity intact. Absolutely phenomenal race. It had its moments, absolutely had its moments, but there we go. So there is your final rundown. Sharky, I was going to say in the Huracan, they're all in the Huracan. Sharky from Australia takes the win and the fastest lap, extra point. Toto Wolff, not the real one, from Japan, comes home in second. Colin from Australia comes home in third. Captain Muffin, also from Australia, comes home in fourth. Kawazuri, United Kingdom, in fifth for Team Hypri. Rusty Maggots home in sixth. That'll help him close the gap on to Truth in Division 2. Bite the Roses from Great Britain in seventh. The Truth in eighth place from Canada. Let's screenshot that in case anyone needs it. Moving further forward, it's Greasy Sam Squanch from Canada. He's in ninth. Nico from Australia in 10th. Kaizan from Black Flag, also from Australia in 11th. Magic Cook from the United States in 12th. Kurama was a DNF. He disappeared at some stage and never came back. And Natu, same situation, disappeared and never came back. 2 DNFs. Everyone else done and finished and dusted. Congratulations to all. What a phenomenal race that was. Can we do it again, please, and merge 2 divisions? Thank you very much for joining me. As I said, I'm not doing it tonight. Why not? I've got mixed up divisions. Before we go, just check this out very, very quickly before I forget. There is this coming up this week, Midweek Madness, in the Jaguar F-Type GR3. 2 25-minute races, BOP and no tuning, 9 PM Eastern Time. The Lego Maggiore circuit in Italy. Do get involved. I think it's on Wednesday evening. All the details are in the Discord. Be there or be square. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I've been Urban Pirate. This has been the GTC World Cup round number 8, Division 1 and 2 combined, merged. I might even hazard to say the race, the Division 2 race at in Germany at the Nürburgring was awesome, great finish, and I thought that would be the best race we'd see all season. I actually think this has been better, and this has been better because you've got those Division 2 guys showing the D1 guys that they fully deserve to be racing together. So that's it, done and dusted. Apologies for the little sound issue early on, but we got it sorted. We got there in the end. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week for some Alpha 155 action. It's going to be awesome. It's been emotional.